Right, good evening, boxing fans, and welcome to a new series here of our Friday night fights. Still using Legends of Boxing, still using the career campaign guide, but we have a new contender entering the ring, and Adrian Ironclad Anderson. So last week he made his debut in a sort of eliminator match against the Hammer. And he came out on top, and so he is going to be our new boxer that we are going to follow through in his career. And we will start with his post-match from last week and then go right into his second professional career match. So a very different boxer from the Medfield Kid. He is more of a cerebral boxer. He is a tactical boxer in Legends of Boxing terms. And is not as powerful. He only has a 2 for his power. However, he is a better defender and has a much stronger chin, although that is not saying much. Anybody had a stronger chin than the Medfield Kid. So we'll see what happens. We will take Ironclad through his paces, bring him up through the ranks of the regional division. Who knows? Maybe he might even face the Medfield Kid in a future show. But for now, we will randomly roll an opponent. I have already picked out a name for him. He is going to be facing Tony Trauma Ward tonight. But we will roll up his stats here live on the show. So first off, thanks you to all of the members who are in the chat room. Right now I see Mark Russell and Dale Buckingham. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your support. If you would like to become an AFR member, please click on the join button below the video here for all the details on that. So here we go for what should be a fun evening of boxing action. All right, so here we go. We got Adrian Ironclad Anderson, just a young 18-year-old coming out of Roxbury, Massachusetts, and looking to make his way up in the heavyweight ranks. Right now, a relatively unknown newcomer here in the boxing world, but he is looking to make a name. So first, let's do our post-fight phase from last week. So let's see if he has any normal development. And no, he will not. And then he will not have a career stage development because that was his first match at that stage. All right, so nothing doing there. So we'll go back to our opponent selection. So we have 2 reputation points, so we are still solidly within the regional division. So that means that we are going to be picking 2 tier 1 regional fighters for our potential opponents. So our first potential opponent is going to be from table 1 and opponent number 3. So let's see, this is 1, 1, 3, and then our next one, same table, so 1, 1, 10. All right, so right off, we have a better control rating against tactical fighters. We only have a control rating of 4 against physical fighters. So I'm thinking that we're going to use this 1, 1, 3. And let me just make sure. Yeah, this is looking like the winner here. So we'll bring up the score sheet and fill it in for Tony Trauma Ward. So he is going to be a tactical fighter. He will have a control rating of 2 against us because we are also a tactical fighter. Defense of 1. Only a power of 1, so we'll actually have a power advantage. Durability of 6, chin of 6, so he's pretty sturdy. Cut rating of 6. Again, very sturdy. Willpower of 5. Right down the middle. TKO of 6. His finisher rating is -3. Oh boy, and he is an average fighter for fouls. And he will have 17 points of endurance. He uses elusive in the 1 to 4 range. Outside, 5 to 12. Inside, 13 to 19. And then pressure on only a 20. His A and B punches are straight and jab. All right. So let's go to our training camp roll. See if anything happens in our training camp. We are still a novice, so we'll roll on this first column here. See if anything comes up. 48, and nope, that's going to be just business as usual. No impact on our training. We are just ready to go. All right, so let's head on down to the ring and see what happens with our new fighter here. Get my keyboard out of the way and not drop it, hopefully. There we go. All right, so let's bring up our score sheet. So we have a control rating of 5 against his 2, so a 2 against a 5. So his base control is going to be 11, and our base control will be an 8. We are going to start in outside. Whoop. And he is going to start. He will also start in outside. Okay, so 2 taller fighters like to use their reach. And I see the comments there about Ironclad not getting into an accident like the kid did. Yes, that was unfortunate. So for outside, there is no modifier. So they will stay at their 11 and 8. We will have a slight endurance advantage, 17 to 20. We will have the defense advantage, 1 to 2. We will have a power advantage, 1 to 2. Chin will have a slight advantage, 6 to 7. And willpower, we will outpace him 5 to 8. All right, so here we go. Tony Trauma Ward taking on Adrian Ironclad Anderson. And let's see if Ironclad is able to make his Ironclad guarantee and come out with another win here and work his way up the ranks of the New England heavyweight regional tier. Here we go. Round is underway. There's the bell. This will be a 6-round scheduled match because this is no longer his debut. And for the regional tier, we use a 6-round match limit. So, all right, here we go. We are underway. All right, so Trauma fighting out of the red corner and Ironclad in the blue corner. So this is going to be Trauma taking control right off the bat. And it will be a scoring punch. Goes to the head for a 2-point combination. And let's see, this is going to be Trauma in control again, but this is going to be a defended punch, so 93. Keeping to the head with a combination, but that time it only comes away with 1 score. Dave Gardner joined us. Thank you for tuning in, Dave. Glad to have you here. Again, this is going to be Trauma in control, but Ironclad able to defend. Let's see, at 18, so he's going to dodge out of the way this time. Okay, and now it is finally Ironclad in control and a potential knockdown, but his power, he is not going to be knocking down a lot of opponents. So it'll be a 2-point jab that connects, snaps off that long jab. Ironclad has a height advantage on most opponents that he will face. So here we go. He is in control again. It's going to be a scoring punch, and it'll be a 2-point straight jab. Ironclad finally feeling out the ring, and now in control again. Let's see, it's another scoring punch at 58, a 1-point cross. And Trauma in trouble. This is going to be split action, and outside versus outside is chess. So at 4, it's going to be a foul check on the red fighter. And Trauma Ward, he is an average fighter. So we will do a foul check on him. And we get a 15. So he is going to land a incidental low blow. But he will get his first foul point. Ref tells him to keep his hands up. And here we go. Ironclad in control, but this will be defended. Oh boy, and it would have been... Oh no, actually, let's see, 99. It's going to be a 1-point hook. And the last segment of the round, let's see, this will be... Oh, it's actually going to be Trauma in control, but a defended punch. And he's going to land a 1-point hook at the bell. So there we go. We are through one round. Trauma Ward gets 2, 3, 4.5 with the foul, but that's not enough to bring him into the TKO range. And for Ironclad, he gets 2, 4, 5, 6. So Trauma Ward will get 1 TKO point. And let's see, he did lose the round by punch points. So let's see if his corner changes it up. And yes, they're going to tell him to move inside. All right, so he is going to be inside. We will be outside. Since that worked for us. All right, so his, for inside, his control target number will go down 1. So he will be at 10. We'll stay at 8. His endurance will go down 3 points, 2 for his mode and 1 for the TKO point. So he is at 14, and we are fresh as a daisy at 18. And no other changes as we head into round number 2. All right, here we go. Welcome everybody who is just joining us. We got Ironclad Anderson taking on Trauma Ward. And Anderson did what he does. He stayed at a distance, picked a spot, and is picking apart his opponent and won the first round, at least won the first round by punch points. I like to wait until the end of the match to see what the judges think. But right now he's ahead, at least as far as the fans are concerned, as we head into round number 2. Here we go. All right, so this is going to be Ironclad in control. It's going to be a scoring punch and a potential knockdown, but he doesn't have quite the power, but he'll hit him with a big 2-point cross. Snaps the head back of Ward, and he is going to be in control again, but it's going to be defended this time. So this will be a 1-point jab as Ironclad continues to dictate the pace of the match, staying outside, but Trauma Ward sees an opening. He steps inside. This is going to be a scoring punch as he gets a big hook to the body, and Ironclad feels that. But Ironclad right back in control with a big 2-point hook, dances away from Trauma Ward, and he is going to stay in control here and connects with a 1-point cross. Let's see, this is going to be split action. Inside against outside is normal. And 03 is going to be an accidental headbutt. Both fighters are okay. All right, so nothing happening there. Last minute of the second round. And this is going to be Trauma Ward in control. And it'll be a scoring punch. He gets a combo to the head. but he doesn't have the power to put Ironclad down. So he'll score 2 points there, though. A good exchange for him. He'll remain in control, and it's going to be another scoring punch. It'll be a 2-point straight shot. So that's the best segment so far for Trauma Ward. But Ironclad right back in control, and he'll snap off a nice, stiff, straight jab. And there is the bell. So an exciting round number 2. Let's see, Trauma Ward is going to get 2, 4, 6 punch points. So Ironclad will get his first TKO point. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 punch points for Ironclad. So another TKO point, the second one of the match for Trauma Ward. So again, Ironclad wins the round on punch points. Let's see what Trauma Ward's corner says. And they tell him to go back to the outside mode. All right, so he's back to the outside. So his control target number will go back to 11. We will stay in outside. So our control target number stays at 8. Trauma Ward is going to lose for inside. It is 3 points. And then additional point for the TKO. So he's going to lose 4. So he is down to 10. And we are going to lose 2 plus 1 for our TKO point, 3. So we are at 15. So the endurance advantage definitely coming into play here for Ironclad as he continues to pick his spots and uses his reach advantage so far and dictating the pace of the match. Let's see if he can continue here as round number 3 gets underway. Round number 3 of a scheduled 6-round heavyweight match here in the New England Regional Division. All right, it's going to be Ironclad in control. Comes out with a big hook. Snaps it off. The crowd oohs and ahs as Trauma Ward looks to be in trouble. Ironclad in control again. Sticking with the hook. That one connects, but doesn't quite have as much oomph behind it. He's going to stay in control here. And another, let's see, this is going to be a jab, but a potential for a cut. Let's see, Trauma Ward has a cut rating of 6. And no, so he will be fine. Here at the 1 minute mark. And Ironclad remains in control. A 2-point straight punch. Oh boy, and it is all Ironclad here in round number 3. He's going to stay in control. A 1-point cross. Oh boy, let's see. So we need to get up to 14 punch points for a single round TKO because he has a TKO rating of 6. We're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so we're not close so far. All right, here's the 140 mark, and Ironclad remains in control. Let's see, 73 snaps off a 1-point jab, dancing and juking around, and really just getting the offense in that he wants. Ironclad in control. A 1-point cross darts in, connects, and then dances back out. He's going to be in control. Oh boy, and here we go. He comes in and hits a humongous cross that goes right on the chin of Trauma Ward. And let's see what happens. He has a chin rating of 6. Oh, we're going to roll the percentile dice. And, oh, we get a 90. Oh, boy. So he's going to weather that punch. Well, oh, boy. And the last segment of the round. And it's going to be Ironclad in control again as he gets a combination, but only gets one shot in cleanly. All right, so round number 3 is all Ironclad Anderson. Oh, my goodness, folks. Let's see, as Trauma Ward got no punch points in. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 punch points for Ironclad. Oh, goodness. As Bill from High Volume Games has joined us. Welcome aboard, Bill. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for your support. We are halfway through this heavyweight match here. And so far, it's been all Ironclad. All right, so at 12, that's going to be 2 more TKO points on Trauma Ward. He is up to 4. His threshold is 6. All right, so we're not at a TKO watch yet, but he is getting close. All right, so his corner confers, and they tell him to go back to the inside mode for the next round, which will drop his control target number to 10. All right, so he's going to lose 4 endurance points. He is down to 6 already. And we're going to remain on the outside mode. That is working for us. We are using that reach advantage. Ironclad, a taller, leaner heavyweight boxer than most. And that seems to be working. Let's see. Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know why my scorecard just stopped updating. Give me just 1 second. We'll pause for station identification here. Technology, I always say it's great, except when it's not. So here we go. So Ironclad doing very well in his second professional match. And let's see, where did we end off? Not too bad. We just missed 1 round. Okay. And a very different fighter for sure from the Medfield Kid. All right, so let me see. This should be working. There we go. All right. Yeah, I don't know why I use a program that it turns my computer into a Mac TV that allows me to project my iPad onto the screen, and it usually works really well, but just for some reason, sometimes it just randomly doesn't connect. So, all right, so there we go. We're back in business now, ready to start round number 4. So, okay. Yes, it was a bitty beer break. So there we go. Everybody take a break, grab a cold one. It's Friday night. Hope everyone had a good week. All right, so let's see. So for Ironclad, he will be at control 8, and he's going to stick with that outside. And let's see. He lost 2 endurance points, so he is at 13 to 6 endurance points. So if this continues for much longer, it's definitely going to be Ironclad's advantage. All right, here we go. Round number 4 of a 6-round scheduled match. And, oh boy, he's just going to miss out on a potential knockdown there. Maybe he'll work on his power. Hopefully that'll go up as his career advances. But this is going to be a 2-point cross. And Ironclad continues to dominate here. Let's see. But Trauma Ward back in control here. And it will be a scoring punch. A 2-point combo goes to the body and then goes to the head. So he's still fighting. And let's see. This is going to be Trauma Ward in control, but it's going to be defended. And he'll get a 1-point uppercut to the body. This is going to be another defended punch. Trauma Ward in control. Let's see, 39. And Ironclad able to deflect that punch. His defense helping him out there. And this is going to be a scoring punch, a 1-point uppercut to the body. So Trauma Ward feeling the pressure, and he is pouring it all on here. This is going to be split action on the normal chart. Let's see, 80 is going to be an even exchange right in the center of the ring. Both boxers come out swinging, and they both score a punch. And Ironclad in control here. He's going to connect with another big cross. Snaps the head back of Trauma Ward. He remains in control. Another scoring punch goes in with a combination, but only gets one clean punch in. The last segment will be another split action. And again, they're going to go toe-to-toe, this time on the ropes. And they'll each score 1 point. There's the bell. The ref has to come in and split them up, push them away. Temper's starting to flare here, but that was definitely the best round for Trauma Ward. He got 2, 3, 4, 5. He got 6 points, so we will get our second TKO point. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Ironclad. All right, so this means that Trauma Ward, he got his 5th TKO point, so he will be on TKO watch. However, he didn't lose this previous round, or he didn't lose this round by more than 4 points. So, all right, so let's see. So he did lose the round, though. Let's see if his corner changes up his tactics. He is going to go back to outside. We're going to stay outside as well, because that is working. So he'll go back to an 11. We are going to stay rated 8. His endurance will go down 4 points. So he is at 2 endurance. Our endurance is going to go down 3. So we're at 10. All right, so no matter what happens here in the last round, Trauma Ward is going to be fatigued. All right, so let's see what happens here. Both in the outside mode. Here we go. Bell rings, and the second to last round underway. This is going to be split action. Outside is chess. And 33 is probably going to be nothing. Yeah, that's going to be a juke and a move. Both boxers feeling themselves out. And, oh, this is also going to be split action. Let's see, 15 is going to be a foul check on the blue fighter. Okay, so Ironclad is a clean fighter. Oh, but we get an 18. So that's going to be a marginal foul. Maybe he leaned in a little bit too much with his head. Incidental headbutt, but the ref warms him, so he'll get his first foul point. This is going to be Ironclad in control. Scoring punch. It's going to be a 2-point jab and a potential cut. Let's see. His cut rating is 6. That should be fine. Yes, he's fine. We'll head into the 1 minute mark. And this is going to be split action. Chess, missed exchange. They both swing and miss at the center of the ring. Eric Ziegler has joined us. Thank you for tuning in, Eric. And Ironclad back in control. Let's see, 47, a scoring punch. 1 point hook. And let's see, Trauma Ward back in control, but this is going to be a defended punch, and it's going to be blocked. The defense of Ironclad has been just rock solid. Again, this will be another defended punch at 91. It's going to be a 1 point straight punch from Trauma Ward. 1 minute left of the round. Ironclad back in control. Scoring punch, a 1 point hook. And then our last segment of the round is going to be Ironclad in control. A 1 point cross and a potential cut. And no, he will weather that as well. There's the bell. All right, let's see. So Trauma Ward gets, just 1 punch point that round. And then 2, 3, 4, 5 punch points, but 6 with that foul, which is enough to get another TKO point on him. So he has reached his TKO threshold. Let's see. And he has lost. Let's see. Is it a round by... Yes. So he lost it by 4 points. All right. So if at any point in this last round, if Trauma Ward is trailing by 6, the ref will call it. Let's see. So for the last round, I think that Trauma Ward, he's going to have to go to pressure because his corner realizes that there is no way he can win this if it goes to the judges. And we're just going to stay in the outside mode because that is working for us. All right, so for Trauma Ward, he loses 3 points. So he is at -1 for his endurance, which means he is fatigued. His base control target number goes to 12. His defense is -1. He's at a base of 1. And now, because he is using pressure, his defense is actually going to be 0 for this round. So he is going all out. And his power is already a 1, so that will not go down anymore. For our endurance, we will just lose 2. So we are still, fresh as the morning dew and at 8 endurance points. All right, so he is control target number will go to a 10 because he's in pressure. We will stay at 8. And here we go, the last round of this New England Regional heavyweight matchup. And it has been pretty much all Ironclad so far. Trauma Ward is going all out as we head into the last round. Let's see what happens. All right, so it's going to be Trauma Ward in control. This is going to be a scoring punch, and he gets a combo in, but doesn't quite connect with everything, so just 1 point. And Ironclad back in control, a scoring punch. This will be a 1-point jab, a potential cut. Ooh, and that might do it. Let's see, he has a cut of 6. And yes, that's going to be a cut. Let's see what it is. And his nose starts bleeding. So the first cut point of the match, so that probably will not come into play since we're in the last round here. All right, this is going to be split action. And pressure versus outside is normal. Let's see, 16 is going to be, a foul check on Ironclad. He is clean. So no foul, so nothing doing there. Ref says, let's get it on. We're at the 1 minute mark of the last round. This is going to be Ironclad in control, but it's going to be defended. So he'll just get a 1-point hook. The 1:20 minute mark. This is going to be split action again, and it's going to be an even exchange. In the center of the ring, they both come away, scoring 1 clean punch. And Trauma Ward in control. This will be a scoring punch. And he'll connect with a jab for 2 points. One of his better punches of the match. But Ironclad right back in control. And he'll snap off a straight punch. For a point, he remains in control and gets a 2-point cross. The last segment of the match, Ironclad in control, snaps off a double jab. And as the bell rings, he is going to raise his hands in victory. We'll have to go to the judges, but I think we can all see where this has gone. All right, so for the round, Trauma Ward got 1, 2, 3, 4 points. And Ironclad got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So another round for him. Let's go to the judges and see how they have scored this. All right, so round number 1. Let's see. Ironclad won by 2 points. And at 19, that is, well, let's see. Well, it's actually going to be split. The first 2 judges score at 10-9 for Ironclad, but for some reason, judge number 3 scores at 10-9 for Trauma Ward. Round number 2 was another 2-point advantage for Ironclad. And this will be another split one, but this time it's judge number 2 who scores at 10-9 for Trauma Ward. Round number 3, we won by 12 points, so there is no roll. So that'll just be scored a H2. Let's see. Will just be 10-8 in favor of Ironclad. Round number 4 was just a 1-point advantage for Ironclad. And at 7, judge number 1 scores it even, 10-10. Judge number 2 is actually going to give it to Trauma Ward, 10-9. And judge number 3 scores at 10-9 in favor of Ironclad. Round number 5, we won by 4. And at 12, it's going to be 10-9 across the board in favor of Ironclad. Round number 6, again, we won by 4 points. And at 9, they will all score it 10-9 in favor of Ironclad. All right, so judge number 1. Oh, and I forgot to erase those from previous match. There we go. Judge number 1, let's see. He's going to score this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 44 to, 54. 54-60 in favor of Ironclad. Judge number 2 scores at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 55 to 58 in favor of Ironclad. And judge number 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 54 to 59. All right, so your winner by unanimous decision is Adrian Ironclad Anderson. All right. So there we go. So Ironclad wins his second match of his career by unanimous decision. So his reputation will gain another 2 points. So he is up to 4 reputation points. Let's go back to the chart and see if anything happens in his post-fight, if he gets a post-fight development. So we need a 1 to 4. And hey, we get a 1. All right. All right, so he is a tactical fighter. So we'll roll on here. Let's see, we get an 18. So his power or chin, and we're going to have his power go up. There we go. All right, awesome. So his power is going to go up by 1. So his power goes from 2 to 3. And for his career stage, this was still only his second fight in his novice stage, so there will be no advancement there. All right, guys, so there we go. Our new boxer that we are following here in Legends of Boxing, Ironclad Anderson, comes away with a very convincing win. And he is a young up-and-comer here in the New England regional ranks. So as I said, he is only 18 and looks very much in control. Looking forward to seeing how his career develops. So, all right. So guys, this is going to actually be the last Friday Night Fights for the next 3 weeks. My family and I are going to be traveling down to sunny North Carolina. So there will be no show next Friday. There will be no show the following Friday either. We are going to have a show next Monday night. We're going to bring Monday Night Tights back onto the channel. So please tune in, and that will be the last show for the channel for a couple weeks. So I hope you can join us for Monday night. But until then, oh, and I do want to say, guys, that this game right now, the designer Gary Brown, he is currently in the process of moving. So if you follow the link down below, you can see the information about the game, but you can't purchase anything. So if you have not bought Legends of Boxing and the Career Campaign Guide, and you want to, please know that it will be up at some point in the future. But he is just currently moving, so he doesn't actually have the physical space to run his business. So we're hoping that Gary settles in somewhere soon so he can get his shop back up and running. So, but all right, so that's gonna be all for tonight, guys. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Please continue to be safe. Wear a mask where appropriate. Please go get your vaccine if you haven't already, so we can get back to normal. And until then, play games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good night, everybody.